Hello. I didn't see you there. Precious channel. It is I, your friend Jerford K. Holkins, joined by brewmaster Eric J. Benson, also known as Edge Benson, Azerbaijan, the notorious EJB. Like Lucifer, he has many names. Now listen,
that's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. Thank you, Vitamin J.
That's where we were. That's my prerogative as supreme host to suggest very strongly that you're in league with devils, or are in fact the devil. Hey, this is Acquisition's Intoxicated. This is Twitch's brewing show. What does it mean? Well, I hope you have your copy of Joseph Campbell, because the show each Tuesday follows the hero's journey almost to a letter. We begin by loading this crucible with fresh brewing ingredients. We follow the purity laws, motherfucker.
Do we?
No, not in the least.
We
adulterate beers 24/7.
Brutalize them.
Indeed, the purity law, of course, recommends that you have grains, hops, yeast, water.
Yeah, we just up the ante with candy.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say, no, that's the real. That's the real rule. But not. I mean, next week for Mike's beer or for Wizard Unknown, aren't we doing a beer flight where there is literal candy inside the glasses, and indeed one of them is meant to be slurped through a red vine. We are trying to make beer for the non-beer enthusiast. We're going to drag them into this craft. By God. Thank you so much, Eckler, Thalen. We also have Lestat, sounds like it's 29th birthday. Welcome aboard. Let's see what we can do for you. We'll absolutely raise a glass in your honor. So like I say, we start by loading this son of a bitch with fresh ingredients. That's our crucible. Past that, we have a range of stuff, not our own, in a rarity. This time, people have sent us various gifts. We have something here from New Belgium, by God.
Sent us a Saison, I believe it is.
A sour Saison right in here in this crowler, as they are called. We also have some product here from St. Brian, who has sent us some product here to apologize in his way for sending us an evil fish.
A dark.
You've heard of Swedish fish. That's a delicious,
this is the opposite.
That's a delicious licorice fish.
Yeah.
This is a fish that has been brined in poison.
Yeah, bullshit fish is what I call it on the street.
No, it's not okay. It really isn't. But after that, we're going to sample this product, and then we're going to get right down to the filthy, nasty work.
Imagine a dark fish.
It's in that realm. Kid.
Yeah, that's the spot.
But that's the system. Yeah. Then we're gonna invent, lore, name, and come up with every last ingredient of a beer, just like we do every motherfucking Tuesday.
Yo!
It's our whole thing. All right. Now.
Yeah, it's kind of the shtick.
What am I? Yeah. Listen. It's like look us up on TV Trolls.
Right. Yeah.
You're gonna see some fucking shit in there. Now, what do you got in this sack? For me.
This is Letter of Intent. This was the fruit lambic, right?
Okay, no, so you told me. Yeah. You told me about Letter of Intent.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that if it weren't already very nerdy, this beer is essentially a gift from my Dungeons and Dragons character in Acquisitions Incorporated.
Yeah, that's true.
To a Dungeons and Dragons character in another campaign, because my character is in love with this other character. Indeed, a letter was sent to that regard, but we were trying to figure out what the medieval equivalent of a mixtape might be.
Yeah.
And it occurred to us that there might be something to be said in this particular medium. So what did we come up with, mon frère?
So what's really cool about lambics is they can be up to 40 to 50% wheat.
Oh, that's right. I remember that was part of the thing that got us cranked up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we put in about 2.5 pounds of pale wheat.
Yeah.
And the rest we went with.
So very sweet.
Very sweet. And we also threw in some carapils in there, about 1.5 pounds of carapils.
Okay, so carapils is going to bring us up. It's going to be a rich caramel sweetness, but some color too.
Yep, color, add a little bit of caramel flavor, but it's there a lot for head retention and body as well.
Yeah.
But that's all you have to do. That's as simple as a recipe can be for a lambic. The Chinook hops come in very light on that. We only went with 2 IBUs.
Well,
we didn't
so
want
light,
bitter.
But we didn't want the bitterness. At any rate, we didn't want the bitterness to come from this. Where does the bitterness come from?
Ooh, the fruit that we will add.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna add. We have our options. We are gonna do.
It was rhubarb, as I recall.
It was the rhubarb. But what was interesting was we used the Brettanomyces yeast strain, which is going to give us a cherry pie-like flavor.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to give us that pie cherry like tang, right?
Yeah.
So our fantasy is that bitterness and tanginess that we would have been pulling from the hop factor in this lambic is actually going to come from these novel fruit combos.
Yeah.
And the yeast choice.
Absolutely.
Which is not technically a yeast in the classic sense. Now, so we got our pale malts, we got our pear pills, and we're going to put it.
Get a whiff of that beautiful.
Oh.
Right? Because you're dealing with a ton of wheat in this one, which is just going to be bright and flavorful to begin with.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say bright is the key. A lot of times there's a lot of dark sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of baked good.
Right.
But that's not what this is at all.
No.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and then with that carapils in there, you're looking at a lot more caramel flavor. And the color just looks absolutely wonderful. But remember, this is going to darken up as we add the fruits to it.
Oh,
as well.
Absolutely. And I gotta say, I have no idea what in the F you're going to come out with in terms of color.
Yeah,
adding
rhubarb, right?
I don't think of rhubarb as having a color.
Yeah.
In the classic sense, it's like a tangy celery of sorts. Now, so 2 IBUs. I mean, how much of this is going in here?
Just a little. You're putting 1/10 of an ounce.
Okay, so it's just a touch.
Yep.
We'll find something else good to do with this Chinook here. Okay. One more. Okay. Going this way. Going this way. This is going in here. Lid's going on. And this is the best part of this process, at least for me. Mm-hmm. So, generally speaking, when Josh is here, he moves out to the camera and he tries to film a very weird, very unique documentary type footage experience.
So are you saying the pressure's off right now?
Well, I'm saying the pressure is off, and is that
going to be better for you?
I hope so. I hope that having minimal pressure is going to allow me to take this step filter, introduce it to this device, right, and exceed myself because it's been a rocky road. It's been a rocky road. I had 3 solid efforts.
Yeah, you were going on 4, and it just didn't. I mean, right. This is redemption. This is your redemption.
I was just gonna say, this is. There's a redemption here.
Yeah.
There's a rich narrative, but God damn it. Okay, so now Jack Lemmon's getting in the game. Listen.
Damn! It's a whole new camera.
God damn it!
Look at this. Look at this angle.
Well, see, I didn't even know.
Oh God! It's focusing in on the angle of the Pico.
And he's got like the Firefly Serenity style quick jump cuts.
Oh yeah.
This is a totally new experience.
Now the game has changed.
Now I just want it to be over.
Put this pressure's back on. Look at this cooker.
God damn it.
Dun, 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 dun. Bow, bow.
Damn you, Jack Lemmon. All right, are we ready?
You didn't even try. There you go. Come on. Really? That wasn't even like... Someday. Da, 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 da.
All right.
Dramatic zoom out? Yes.
God damn you.
You good?
No.
I mean, there
all right.
we go. Well, that was actually a smooth. Once it was there.
Once I had it into account.
Yeah.
Once it understood.
Once you had a bond with it.
Exactly.
You said, "Hey, come on."
Exactly. Now, dude, look at all this awesome shit.
I know, it's ridiculous,
in here.
right?
Like, so, Precious Channel, listen. So let's just go over, and this isn't even everything that we have.
No.
I mean, this list can't contain all the beers that we make here on the show, but I'm going to go down basically a kind of potable mixtape for you so that you can have a moment to appreciate the labors we have undertaken here on the show. 1,000 Year Promise, Clawful Evil, Dump Stout, Grudge Batch, Letter of Intent, Off the Wagon, Summer Gold, Velvet Curtain, Wart Forged.
Resync list.
Resync list. Exactly, because I would have to resync the list in order to get the rest of the shit that we fucking made on the show. All right, now, heading right up to Letter of Intent. Prepare for that brew. Now, God, we should also prepare for a brew.
We should prepare
ourselves.
A couple brews.
Specifically our craws.
Yeah. That craw.
Here, but I was gonna say, but we gotta tune this motherfucker. And I gotta stay away from this power cord. I kicked it once already. Yeah. I gotta get my shit together.
Yeah, we need to ring the bell for Jeff.
Oh no, it's okay.
I'm gonna put a spigot in between the wall and just right into his office.
We have had this fantasy before, and I mean honestly, it would take. We would bore through.
Yeah, and just put a tap right in.
No, with the large one. Can you imagine that? And we could have a cam.
Yeah, well,
we could have a cam that ran 24/7.
We just put like a window, right? Like there's a window like Mr. Rogers with the freaking mayor of...
He won't like that. Because if the window's there, then like there's a shame component, you know? Unless that's a part of it for him.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's part of what he's coming in here to get is the abuse.
Could be.
If so, but I think it would be much more, it would be kinder to him if he just had...
put that the top on.
Oh yeah.
Jack, cut the mic.
You want to get that one?
Yep.
Okay. So let's see, and we also need a song to get at this shit today. So let's see. Let's see what's going on out there. So you can't see Eric right now, but what Eric is doing is he is going over to the kettle, which in the case of the Pico Brew is a corny keg, like you've seen. Yeah, exactly. Like so. A corny keg, just like you'd see if you ever worked at a restaurant, basically, right? He had to put the seal on top and also the foam trap on top. And we knew that because we could hear it glugging furiously back there. Exactly. Now, what is gonna get these grains
in the mood?
Yeah. What's gonna get these grains moving in the right direction?
Well, this is a soured beer.
Yeah,
right?
there's a tang aspect, certainly. Here, share term. We got a request here from
I'm only
Cher.
happy when it grains.
Oh, hey, I could do something.
Oop. You need to start singing.
Well, I was gonna say I need to sing right away, don't I?
Yeah.
Here. Let's see.
Hear my grains a comin', Johnny Cash. Wow, that's amazing.
Here we go. Let's try this. How long, if happy when it rains? How long could we go just doing grain or wart puns? Like how many
endlessly.
weeks? How many weeks could we get? Because rain is all over in popular music as well, right?
Are you kidding me? It's an easy go-to.
All right. Here we go. Now let's see if I can do this.
Waterloo? Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, it's garbage, right?
Yeah, it's they're back on tour, by the way. Good to know. Yeah.
Avec Butch Vig?
Yeah.
All right, now prepare for this brew, precious device. Let's see. I can't possibly match her.
No, God, no. Are you kidding me?
But I can
Shirley
sing
Manson,
the song.
you're not even coming close.
No way.
Not even
no
coming
way.
close.
But I can start the process
Oh, absolutely.
for the grains, hopefully. I hope that the grains aren't big fans of garbage. Because it isn't gonna hit that level.
I mean, they might be.
Well, here, we're gonna try it.
Internationally acclaimed band garbage.
All right, here we go. Here comes the rub. Right.
That's the rub.
Do we have our rub? Is there a rub cam, Jack? Is there a cam dedicated to the grains?
Sadly, no.
A grain cam, if you will? Maybe. Maybe there is here.
That grain cam.
Something like this.
Ooh.
No.
That's good.
Here we go.
It's good.
Let's see. I think that's it. I'm only happy when it grains. I'm only happy when it's complicated. And though I know you don't appreciate it, I'm only happy when it grains. All right.
Good. It's good.
Let's see if this works.
That was good. I feel like that was actually...
It was down.
Yeah,
it was down the
good.
register. It was down the register. Now, what do we think? Is it time to get that sip going?
Yep.
All right, let's jump in. Now, so we have
a lot of cool
I was going to
stuff.
say, we have a few options here. So,
Yeah.
we talked about Saisons before. Saison is sort of a catch-all term,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, essentially. So they were formed on farms, and what you would do is the reason why saisons can take all these different shapes is because
It's a practical form.
It's a practical form where you would take what was ever on the farm, and that's what would get added to the beer. So it changed from region to region of what would have been
very
put on this.
distinct.
Yep.
Okay, and so that's why we have a few different things here. Where we actually over here from New Belgium, we have a sour saison, which I mean I'd never even heard of, but they're also called farmhouse ales.
Yep.
And so they can have a dank
Absolutely.
character as well. So here, what do we want to try first here? We got the Solène Saison.
Yep.
What is the Solène?
That's
Let's see.
Good question.
Complex and captivating, this wild fermented, farmhouse style Saison is the celestial sister to our Helios ale. Notes of chocolate, clove, and banana. Well, we know what that means.
Yep.
We know what, yeast-wise, right?
Yep.
And so do you, because you've been here for a year. Emerge as rye, oats, and roasted barley.
That's fun.
God damn. Herbal and spicy whole flower hops?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
So the Helios.
I was just going to say, and this compares to the Helios.
Yeah, that's
This
actually.
is going to be the basic one.
This has Brettanomyces as the yeast strain.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
we
it's
have to try it
it's
then.
gonna be honey and mildly tart fruit are some of the flavor notes.
I was just going to say, and something else that you see a lot in Saison, note-wise. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I might have to sing this thing again.
Hey,
Something-
the people want it.
Exactly. But something you see a lot with Saison is that people use black pepper or peppercorn.
Yeah. Black
in there,
pepper
which is
saisons
kind of
are
a novel.
they
It's
taste
normal.
fantastic.
It's actually a normal thing. So here, maybe what we need to do
Maybe the beer needs a beer.
maybe we need to drink right away. Just to kill the pain. It's like, I'll be honest with you. Like right now, like I just want to feel something, anything.
Anything? Just something to get you through that pain of not getting the box.
All right, now-
the step filter in.
Jack Lemmon, do you want to be a part of this process? Can I pass you back? Boop. Well, see, can you imagine how mad Josh would be if I let this thing
Yeah, and then
pop
shot
and
into the
hit
camera
his-
literally directly above.
and hit his mecca that he's built? Okay, that is a bonkersville color. Here, come here, Jack Lemmon. Let me get you what you need. All right.
Whew, that smells delicious.
Okay, so this has the Brett, which it sounds to me is in that sort of almost like a SCOBY
Kind of, yeah.
combo, right? Mm-hmm. Just gonna say, what do we think? Are we moving in the right direction here?
It's got a nice floral, fruity taste.
Yep. Honey and mild tartness is what you're going to get from that puppy,
Oh, okay.
right?
I know exactly what's going on in the middle of that. So that's when they say Brett, that's what it is. Right in the middle.
You're getting that earthy taste.
Oh, no. Let's be very clear. What my companion is calling an earthy taste, I would describe as a mouthful of dirt. but not in a bad way.
Yeah, I love the shovel. It depends on the dirt, right?
Well,
I mean,
no,
are you in Florida eating dirt
It's
off the
pika.
white beaches?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you get that urge.
Yeah.
Want to get some silica? Want to get some clay? No. But no, it's just like vital and rich, but definitely a base note.
Right, but you also get a little bit of pepper off the back too.
Oh yeah,
which is really fun.
And I think that's why they go with such a earthy, dark spice.
Yeah, absolutely.
It matches that.
Oh,
Because there is just this core sample of like forest muck.
Yeah, here you go, try
right
it.
in the middle, right?
It's like, what tree did you lift this up from? Oh, and it actually uses acidulated malt too.
Oh, that explains it. But no, but when I get the sip, oh, Cookie Mom, you learned your first attempt at home brewing will not always succeed.
That's okay. My first attempt blew up on me, so don't worry.
Well,
I had a boil over and everything.
This is the normal thing. Even if you plan everything exactly right, even if you put the bung in, sometimes it will still go crazy.
Yep.
The only thing is not to give up, right? Just keep pushing on it. Learn from each process. Sterilize all that shit, right? And then come back. Graham Baxter, see your brewer if your beer becomes peaty or alone. Can you see that with the coat?
With
the stethoscope?
Excuse me, do you concur?
Exactly. So
needs more hops.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when I go for this is, I think this is probably an excellent example of the style.
Well, it's interesting, especially with your taste palette. You don't do sours. It's not typically your thing.
Here's what's weird. Okay, so I would say that the model that we have, or at least that I have conceptually for sours, is not going to, it can't assess this.
Yeah.
Because for me, a sour generally moves it north. Think of it like the acidity as sort of a treble note, right?
Totally. Yep.
So it's going up like this. Generally speaking, sours exist in that sort of wine adjacent space.
Right.
And I have a hard time with wine also.
Yeah.
This is also sour, but it's not sour up here.
No, it's different. Yep.
It's not sour up here. It's sour down here, like the muck in which dead men lie. So
there you go. Buy your muck bottle now.
No. It is definitely fascinating.
Yeah.
And I keep going. This is the thing. It's like I say something like that, but it's just like, well, how about some more dead liquid?
No, but you
I want to understand it.
You nailed it right on the head. It's not a sour tart.
No.
And it's not punch you in the face with that flavor either.
No, it's
right?
so even.
It's very subtle and kind of comes on the back notes of it.
It's so even, and that's why you can get I think that's why you can get away with pepper in something like this.
Oh, absolutely.
Because pepper otherwise is just gonna be like, hey, what's up? I'm pepper.
Yeah, I'm pepper. Did you have anything else in this beer?
Exactly. It's like listen, I'm the whole profile.
Yeah.
You can deal with it.
Like a pepper ale. Hey, I'm going to hit you in the face with heat and spice. Thank you.
Yeah, and that's going to be your mouth now.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I live there.
Yeah.
All right.
You want hops? No.
I'm going to finish this one, and now let's get at this, what they call the dark sister to their classic Helios ale.
What are the tasting notes on that puppy?
That's that first one I was reading.
Oh, right. No!
You
gotta sing to that beer.
I might have to. Here. I might have to sing to it one more time, just to push us through these dark tidings, right? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? It's got to be something. It has to be something that's hearty.
Milli Vanilla. Blame it on the grain. You know you want to do it.
You drove a spike just like straight through the middle of my brain. Like that's all cognition ceased. It was over. You tied my brain to a railroad track. Listen, that's not happening. But here, so we're gonna go down to letter of intent. What are we looking for here? Last time I had a good. Oh my gosh!
What? The Joni Mitchell?
Man, that's one of the greatest songs.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. God,
I don't know. She put out a lot of great songs. Fiddle and Drum. Ooh.
She's a monster, dude. I can try. God damn it, I can try. It's not going to be great, but hopefully the grains will appreciate it. enough to fucking get to work over here, right? So my mom actually gave me this record.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, and it's actually a super big deal.
Yeah.
Because I would say that this record, having been given to it by my mom and like figured it out, but she was always kind of embarrassed about it, right? Because it was like it's like she grew up with it, and then it's like you're grown up, and then you want to like put away like your childish stuff when it's actually a enduring classic that people will be listening to 100 years from now. There is no question that this album resulted in my marrying Brenna. Like, there's no question.
What?
Like, literally, like one of our first dates was just like sitting and listening to this record.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it got a hold of it. See, can I do it? Just before I love God. Yeah, I think so. I think so. All right, ready? All right, Grains, listen up. This is for you, okay? Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as the northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. She's such a fucking beast.
Right?
On the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue TV screen light, I drew a map of Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, with your face sketched on it twice. All right, now,
God, she loved
Grains. I've done everything I fucking can for you.
Yeah, that was twice.
You gotta do your shit. All right.
2 songs back to back.
I know. You'd better do your shit, Grains, because that's it for me. There's no more dispensations. After this, we're just gonna go back to micro homebrew. We can find some compliant grains.
Never again shall they have the spotlight.
Oh, see, PMR is like, hey, listen, don't fuck it up, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, right. Now you're just this is like Ghostbusters 2. What the hell?
All right, now let's see if we can destroy Josh's $30,000 camera array. Okay, now we might be
different
different yeast. We might be getting into something here. Okay, they say this is a deep delve into delicious darkness. That's my brand.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
And they also suggest that we taste victory. So
I feel like that'll work. Whoa! Look at that!
Ho ho ho!
God, where is Jeff when you need him?
Ho ho ho! Yeah,
right, right, Shinny. Where?
But this is the type of shit that he would get so cranked off these Saisons. In fact, he actually got us a Saison.
I know, he told me.
He was so excited, right?
It was a ginger roux Saison. Like, that's fantastic.
Okay, get your mitts into this one.
Oh, I want to. This is wonderful.
Yeah,
Can you smell the chocolate and caramel coming out?
Yeah. So that chocolate and caramel, that's purely going to be, that's because, so imagine that this is the same style as the beer that we just had, right? That's how broad the palette is for Saison. So this is, because it has those tastes, what we know is that they followed other aspects of the profile.
Yeah.
But the grain bill has some of your favorites in there, right? There's probably going to be some special B.
Probably.
Right?
Just throwing it out there.
Okay, let's get at it.
Whoa, that is fantastic. There's just enough tart to balance all of that flavor out.
I am 100. Okay, I am.
I
am totally sold on this one.
Yeah.
Because what I need is.
This is right up your alley. This is perfect.
Exactly.
Flavor notes for you.
I need the dark notes to come in, and basically I need something to counter all that.
Yeah,
tart.
totally. Yeah.
All the treble. I actually need something to come in there and tamp it down, and it's not going to happen just from the Brett.
Exactly.
Because that's going to be sort of mid-tier. That's like if we're talking about it in choir terms.
Yeah. It's not your soprano, right?
Yeah, it's not tenor.
Yeah.
And it's not alto. It's like that's like baritone.
Baritone, yeah. You can hit the bottom notes and the top notes.
But the malt bill is actually giving us the bed for the rest of that stuff to actually have a context and make sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is not bad at all.
No, that's wonderful. Whew.
Oh, no, that's just marvelous. Hey, so that's the Celine Saison from Victory and from our good friend St. Brian.
Yeah.
Delish. All right, good flavors here.
Yes.
Now, All right, no, PMR, this is my fault.
You did. You yelled at it.
It's my fault, and I know that.
Hold on, let me rework the hoses.
The hoses, you think might be hose related?
Yep.
Yeah,
you want to start off the...
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna start off the next phase here.
What are we thinking about? Who are we thinking about?
Exactly.
Where are we thinking about?
Exactly. So we found a bunch of good stuff with the friends that are around the edge of the C team. But we're coming back. You know what, though? So if you are a fan of Acquisitions Incorporated and or the C team branch, which you may know has an exclusive license to the Western Valley, they have a midsummer, late summer festival called Last Stone's Day.
This is exciting.
So, what's that?
What do you think?
He says the
yeah.
grains have feelings too.
Yeah, you kind of heard him.
Well, it's possible, but it's like...
Why you gotta be like that?
Yeah, exactly. It's completely on me. But what I'm saying is that Last Stone's Day is coming up. And so Last Stone's Day is a holiday that we established last time.
Yep.
It is a remnant of Red Larch's past as mostly a quarry town, as opposed to a town that services those who travel the long road.
Yeah.
Right? Now it's more of a stop as opposed to a real fountain of industry, right? So we know that they have a food
we do
called Cornerstones. Now, and then obviously Prafa at the DNC, generally speaking, she would probably serve her classic, which is going to be
Red
the Red Larch regular. That's her go-to. The hops grow on trellises in the front and back of the DNC, right?
Yeah.
But is there a traditional beverage for Last Stone's Day?
Oh, you mean almost throughout the whole village?
Yeah. Is there a beer that's seasonal?
Yep.
That sort of goes along with the rest of it,
right?
So let's consider Last Stone's Day.
Someone put in essay put in a yawning portal house ale, which is kind of fun.
I love that. And someone may suggest yawning port ale.
Ha ha!
And I'll put it in the vote.
Yep. Oh, a raspberry white ale. That's always fun.
Definitely. So
that could be the Drawn Core, or I mean, excuse me, the red.
Either one.
The Red Larch.
Either one.
Beer.
CS Snorlax. Do they do silly Patrick's Day stuff like dye beer green? No, they wouldn't do anything like that. They wouldn't do anything in that context. But they would definitely have something for the festival.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Cider. Ooh, hey, now that's true. A cider would be good for that too. But we need one more theme.
Yeah, we need another theme that's not with the Red Larch.
Ooh, whiff mid. That's a good idea.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. That's a neat. Corbin Shale.
Yes. Now, whiff mid would be getting. Oh man, Amy would love this. Whiff mid would be getting witchy as shit.
Hell.
Yes, be crazy.
God, all these are really great.
Ooh, Ragabrash. Let's consider a an EPA beer next time, specifically to cover that edge, that corner case. Something to a beer whose purpose is to soothe the pain of mourning.
Yeah. Mac Haggis, yes, we are open to doing cocktails. Actually, next week we will probably be doing some cocktails for you.
Exactly right. Next week we'll probably be doing some cocktails with a special guest. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho? Ho?
Ho, 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 ho.
Ho.
Now, good votes out there. I feel very strongly that whatever doesn't end up getting scooped up here. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just gonna make a real quick.
Like
I'm gonna make a Google Doc. Just because every one of these is so great.
Right, exactly.
I'd be so sad.
Like, I'm fascinated to see what like a Yawning Portal ale would be, right? Like, you're going down into Undermountain. What's your last drink?
Right.
Oh, it was doing so well.
It was doing so well. It was blurbling. Here. So here's what we're looking for. Beer styles. I'm just going to let that vote run for a little bit. And then we'll do Yawning Portal. And Whiffmid. Okay. Can do. So longtime watchers do remember that Kate likes mixology. Man. What a fascinating observation. Taurus bee stinger.
Weird.
So novel.
How does he come up with these things?
Let's see. Sienna wants to know if we'll have a chance to see the C team at Twitch this year. There's 2 places you need to visit for good drinks if you have the time: local meadery and a public market stocked bar. I had a great time at TwitchCon last time, like a magnificent time. And a big part of that was just going to holes in the wall right around there. It's like, it's so wild. Like, Brennan and I don't really get to like go places together without, larvae affixed. And so we took that place for all it was worth. We went crazy. All right, Last Stone's Day it is, friends. Now,
okay,
go ahead and hide that. And Precious Channel, know this. I put the rest of those items into a document, and then from here on out, we'll just go back,
reference that doc
until we grind through it. K-Trap, I am not 100% certain what is going on with it. Yeah, in the last, we had an issue once where there was a button on the inside that was goofed, and we had an issue once where the seal on the hoses wasn't right. You fixed the seal. It could be that just something goofed over there. Sometimes it's an issue with the temperature differential between the keg and the machine, but we'll get it squared away. Now, I'll see there's Inky in there.
I saw that earlier today. I'm like, oh my God.
Thank you very much, Inky. So Inky is our cool bot that our Technomancer Mike Buellin put together for us, and he does all kinds of cool stuff in there. All right, so what are we thinking here?
Okay, so now
that we know that we are talking about some Last Stone's Day.
Right. If this was wider than the Dran and Cordier, right?
Exactly. And you know what? We have not, something that we have never done on the show, which at a certain level, this is like the dark arts of brewing, is fucked around with minerals.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I know when we were talking to the dudes over at Old Stove, that's a big part of their practice is tuning the water.
Yep, exactly.
With minerals.
Because all of these styles have developed from different regions of the world, and each different region has their own minerals in their water.
Right.
Which greatly affects the taste.
It's almost a terroir aspect.
Yeah.
Right? Like the water itself.
Yep. So what about this beer?
But especially if it's Last Stone's Day, like I feel like it's incumbent on us.
We just want to put some granite right in the...
I think that they would. Like stone soup or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It would surprise me. It would surprise me a lot if that wasn't part of the process.
Yeah.
That it's like, when you're going to brew this for this year, you have that block and you put it in there, and it's from something, right? It's from a specific person. Well, like we have to think about the ritual end to end.
Yeah.
To really understand it and to make it a cultural practice and a cultural artifact, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I think. Now, for our purpose, we can either do that actually, or we can tune the water itself.
No, I think we do it actually. Like, let's figure out what's going on with this culture and why they would, and what beer would come from it.
Exactly.
And we could almost backwork this recipe to start with, saying and do the questions of ABV, color, bitterness first, and then pick a beer from there.
Yeah. Okay.
But we don't have to. Like whichever way we want to work this. Because there's a lot of. So what does this represent? What would this beer? Would these be local ingredients?
I was just going to say, almost certainly.
Yep.
So, ho ho ho.
Hey!
Ho ho ho. Well done, young Pico. Now, so here's the system. Oh no! It tried and then it didn't. We'll come back to you later. So, here's what we should do. First, we established what Last Stone Stay is. Mm-hmm. So, Last Stone Stay is very somber at the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. So, this is all the cultural data we need to make these decisions, right? Yep. So, it starts with a procession to the mine. Yep. Right?
Absolutely.
And there's this, and that is when Grella, from Tribor, mm-hmm. Having grown up in Red Larch,
comes back down.
She's got it. She throws. There's this. It looks like something you'd haul a body out of the mine on. But everybody comes out. They're singing.
Yep.
This song. She throws the thing off. It's cake. Everybody's grabbing cake. They're throwing it around. They're throwing it at each other.
Throwing it right into the mine. You know, exactly. somebody did. Exactly. I don't know who.
But you throw the cake into the mine. Yep. For family members that had died in there.
Exactly.
Right? And so there is an aspect, it's somber at the beginning, and then it's a celebration. Yeah. Because you're throwing it in there for them.
Yeah. As celebrating their life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let's see, cake is sweet.
Yep.
So do we want something that's there to counter all that?
Could be.
Or do we want to think of it sort of like you have cake and you have coffee?
Oh, that's fun.
So is this like, try this. What if it's a situation like this where they have an idea? Well, so think about like when you would bury a pharaoh or something like mm-hmm. that. So they have a bunch of food. Oh yeah. And they have a bunch of everything they need, including living people.
Yeah. Everybody gets into a canopic jar. You're fine. Yeah, things are good. Exactly. You're not going to die immediately.
But what if they throw the cake in there, and it's their concept that they can actually drink, like down in the mine, they drink darkness.
Yeah. So
right. So they're giving them the food they already have. They can just drink the darkness, mm-hmm. right? But they have this sweet cake alongside it. So what we need is something like the coffee part. And there's a bunch of ways to get to that.
Absolutely.
There's even blonde stouts.
Yeah, blonde stouts.
There's so many ways to do it, but I like the idea.
And we haven't done a blonde stout either.
Didn't we do a blonde stout?
We did it for
Drebus's horseshit thing.
So it wasn't. It's a.
Oh, that's right. That was only the guts of that thing.
Exactly.
And then the rest of it was all this other crap. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that could be one. Because it combines the stout flavoring with a light, happy color of the event.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
That could be one.
Yeah, it could also be like the light that filters down, or it's like the light from a lantern.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it could be dark. Or it could be like the light from a lantern that you can, drink down there, right? So let's say we want coffee. How can we get to coffee? Give me 3 ways we can arrive at coffee. One of them is going to be a blonde stout.
Have you ever a tropical stout?
The fuck are you talking about?
Okay, let's look at this profile. Sweetness evident, moderate to high intensity, roasted grain aromas are moderate to high, and can have coffee and chocolate notes.
Where's the tropical come in?
The hops. Fruitness and medium high, may have molasses, licorice, dried fruit.
What?
This is super interesting. I have never made one of these.
I have never heard of this.
Yeah.
What a bonkers
Pale
stuff.
And dark roasted malts, hops for bitterness.
When you know the hop, you know the hop. In your heart of hearts, you know the hop. You're not going to fucking fight me on this.
It's Eldorado.
It's Eldorado. So I'm saying you go in there with the rest of this coffee and then you hop it.
Yeah.
With like stone fruits.
Yeah, and you want it to, even in the descriptor, it's smooth, roasty flavors without being like burnt. Without that
Holy shit, dude! Flavor. Tropical stout.
That's fascinating. I've never brewed one or made one of these.
Yeah, it is. So we got a blonde stout. We got a tropical stout. Give me a classic one. Probably a porter. is my guess.
Yeah, I mean, porters are always, I love porters, so you're never going to hear me say no.
Yeah, so we'll say it's a classic porter, and then we'll come at that how we come at it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and throw it out to them. Grains, what I did was wrong. All right? What I did was wrong there, and I know that. I know that. Okay? How long are we going to fight about this, Grains? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not proud of it. Like, I'm not proud of what happened, but I think that we were both a part of it. Right? I don't know if I'm getting through to these, Grains.
You know, you're gonna part the waves soon. I mean, you have to come back and build up some emotional capital that you burnt down.
You know what's funny? Yeah, I need to make a deposit in the love bank. So, Blonde Stout, 0 votes.
0 votes. Yeah, Tropical Stout.
Classic
every vote.
3 votes.
I think we hyped up the Tropical Stout a little too much.
Well, listen, we got excited is what it was. Here,
Yeah.
while this is running, why don't you grab a question or two?
Yeah. You want to tap off or pop open
Sour Saison?
sour
I
Saison?
do,
Yeah.
actually. That's a great idea.
Orion Rogue, yes, I am working on getting the recipes published. I know I say it every week. Yeah, it's just it's taking a bit. So
How do we want to get them out?
we can put it on the website. We can put it.
Are you going to kick them out as PDFs?
Yeah, I mean, however we want to do it. They'll also be Brewsmith files, so you can directly import it right into.
There we go.
Brewsmith.
So if you have Brewsmith, then all you would do at home is, because you load the profile of your brewing apparatus, I mean, it'll do a lot of the calculations for you in that case. So
yeah, absolutely.
good to do.
Will we be seeing Trevor again this season?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
In fact, so Sienna had brought up the idea that, you know, are we going to be back at TwitchCon? I don't know about that. That's months from now. But I definitely think 100% that what we're talking about in this case is there's an opportunity, I say, just like Last Stone's Day is coming back. I mean, it's a pretend holiday. I think that our Halloween special every year should be at the Doomgate Inn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like every year. We should hand them out characters. Like, I could not be more pleased. If you have not seen or tracked down the holiday special of the C Team, it was bonkers.
It was so fun to go through that process of when we were writing it too.
Oh, no, but basically taking all these characters and boiling them way down, so that basically they had the individual players had something like a monster stat block, not like a character sheet. So almost everything about the character and its presentation was purely just them bringing their best to the table.
Exactly. And what was great was it's with all these characters, it was like playing at Cheers, right? You knew all the characters, and you just got to have fun in that environment, that space.
Amy's incredible Spider Mom. Numinous Primp was thoroughly gross. I think that Kate brought a somber elegance to Saint Benedictus, the smoking dog. And then on the back end of that, we don't have a tap today.
Oh, we have things you can taste.
Sad. It's so sad. Yes, of course, of course. Here, now you can have some.
Yeah.
Oh, she can.
Do you like?
But don't bring in your weird friends. Here, now try this. This is a dark, rich Saison.
Well, that's what you're talking about today.
It's mostly foam. Just wait for a little bit. It'll come down. But also, I think that Chris's incredible skeleton.
Oh God, it was perfect.
Proust.
It was perfect.
His French skeleton was completely out of fucking control. Hey, so Tropical Stout it is.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So let's do that Tropical Stout, because, you know, I'm excited to try figure this recipe out.
This is going to be bonks. Stone fruits.
I love it.
In an easy, drinkable British style stout.
Yep. Lore, I am excited for Beersmith 3, and we will be upgrading immediately.
What's the hook?
I
You don't even care.
I don't even care. Like, it's just an upgraded platform. UI. I mean, they haven't upgraded the UI in 10 years.
Oh, I think Brianish wanted to know if you'd be able to, like, for the new Pico U, if Beersmith would be able to do that, and I can't
I
see
don't
why
know.
not.
I don't see why not.
Because really, all it is it's going to be a pico system.
Yep.
But it's going to be about half the volume.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
because you can
the
customize
Pico
your own
U and the
packs.
Pico C and the Pico Pro. I think they're all the same volume.
Yeah.
So especially now that you can customize the packs, my suspicion.
Yeah, there's you can actually, if you get the details of the Pico, you can implement and put your own profiles into Beersmith.
Exactly.
So,
now, do you see what's happened here? I think that I came to a heart-to-heart
yeah,
with the grains.
you were like, hey, Grains,
I was like,
we need to have a talk.
yeah, I was like, listen, grains. All right, now.
It's like the intro of a Genuine video or something. Yeah.
Now,
So let's talk about ABV. Where do we want to go with this beer? Apparently, a traditional tropical stout is 5.5 to 8%.
okay,
So
I like that.
Think about this. This is going to be festive, right? It's a festive occasion. So is it going to be on the lower end of the spectrum so people can have more throughout the day? Or is it going to be one of those hearty, warm, festive feeling beers?
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them 5.5 to 7.5.
Yeah.
We'll find the
The happy medium?
yeah, we'll find the middle of that there. Now, let's take a look at the sour Saison. And this is actually legitimately from New Belgium.
Yeah,
An
it was amazing.
An employee-owned brewery. It is bonkersville that New Belgium watches the show.
I love it. It's awesome. It
I think
puts a
that's-
smile on my face every week.
Pretty wild.
Thank you, New Belgium.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, right there. See what I'm talking about? Oh, see, look.
Oh,
So
cool.
New Belgium,
The profile's right in the
New
chat.
Belgium actually threw a link right into the channel
Super cool.
so that you can actually get all the notes of what we're talking about
Oh,
here.
that is rad.
Oh, that's a lovely color
Look at that
too.
color.
Look at that.
Clarity is fantastic.
All right, let's take a look at this. But yeah, what I'm seeing on the channel right now,
I love it, New Belgium.
traditional barrel aged.
Yeah.
See, there we go. So
Yeah.
barrel aged is also going to help the stuff that I have a hard time with.
Yeah.
Which is it's going to give that oak, especially, is going to give it a little bit more of that base.
Yeah. And New Belgium, I think you mentioned earlier you used a champagne yeast in this. I could be totally wrong, but I thought that's what you said. Oh, this smells delicious.
Yeah, see, this is bright and fruity in a way that a lot of them get overcome with, right?
Yeah, but what's great is the barrel aging.
Oh my God.
The barrel aging mutes heavy sour taste, right? It makes the sour taste absolutely
But leaches
fantastic.
it.
Yeah. It's not overpowering.
Okay. That,
Whoa.
you brought me around. See, yeah, so champagne yeast.
Yep.
And you can tell, because this is light, the fruit is there, and there's enough fruit between that yeast and the barreling.
Pretty great, right?
Well, I was just going to say, what it's done is it's like a sour that has gone to like a finishing school. Right?
It's got all the jagged edges have been trimmed off.
Yeah, exactly.
It knows how to promenade. It's just fantastic. Curtsies very well.
Yeah, this is a sour by way of a Pilsner. This is crazy pants.
That's a really great way to describe it.
I am not hating that at all. That is marvelous. Thank you so much. Hey, so what they
What did we
decided
get? 6.5?
eventually was 6.5.
You want to write that puppy down?
Oh no, I have a whole notepad right here
Excellent.
for your use.
So let's talk about color in the stout. This is going to vary from 30 to 40 SRM. We could go lighter and we could go darker. Well, 40 is really the top of the crust, but we could go.
We could go.
We
you know
could
what,
go
though?
darker.
No, hold on. We could go darker than it shows on this.
Yeah.
And I think that we should. For this, especially given the idea that what's actually happening is that they have an idea that they don't have food, which is why they throw in the cake.
Yeah.
But they're comforted by the fact that they are in a place now where they can drink of darkness. right?
Exactly.
So I'm going to give them 30, 40, and 50.
Great. There's a beer that I love called Old Engine Oil.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's absolutely
Oh, I
fantastic.
love that stuff.
If you can find that or Old Dub, just pick those up as soon as you can if you like darker beers.
No, I actually had Old Engine Oil on tap.
Yeah, it's
This is
fantastic.
when I was first
I had it
getting...
on cask.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is when I was first actually
Was
getting
that
into
just
beers.
like a one-up? Like, I had it on tap. Oh, I had it on cask.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
I had it fresh from the brewery right out of the fermenter.
Well, my dad...
Yeah, my dad makes it.
My dad is an Indian, so fuck you.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, I say, like, we've never had an opportunity like this before to just go completely ham on color. This is the SRM scale we offer every time. Let's just say that we can make something that looks like the night.
Yeah, but tastes
in
fruity.
Exactly.
Like, that's rad.
It's gonna look like that, but it is gonna taste.
Yeah, because we're not gonna.
Right.
Yeah, because remember with these fruit stouts, it's all about chocolate and coffee flavoring, and not and roasted flavor, but not the burnt flavor you get from some stouts.
No, exactly right.
That's what's getting cut out of the normal stout.
Exactly. To make it this tropical style, we're focusing on the fruit and coffee.
Exactly.
But not the Starbucks-esque, right? All right, ready? This is, look.
Yeah, I think we're good on that.
We're throwing out like that catnip today.
Right.
Right? We're giving big choices and they're taking them.
So with these types of stouts, this is really interesting because the IBUs typically range from 30 to 50.
50?
But remember, even at 50, so when we look at IPAs, 50, 55 is the starting point for IPAs.
Right.
But what we have to think about when we look at a stout like this is it takes a lot more bittering to make that flavor to contend with all those rich dark malts.
Okay, so are we talking about a situation where we move into, like, with strength, we move into that lower level IPA? Like, we're almost coming up with something here that is a sequel to War Priest in some ways.
Right.
Right? So a War Priest is a CDA, or the East Coast term is a black IPA, you said?
Black IPAs.
Yeah, right? So that's here. That's going to be an IPA, but it sits on this rich, lovely bed of roasted and chocolate malt, right? This as the sequel to that is going to have the same hop intensity, but the base is just a well. I mean, it just goes down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that in some ways it's definitely the sequel, which for me is really, really exciting.
Right.
So let's talk about these IBUs, right?
Yeah.
So 50 is you're moving into IPA range there.
Yeah,
right?
but remember, this is just going to bitter it, even at 50.
No, there's no pour.
But
No, fear not. There's no pour, but we have a selection of farmhouse Saison Moff. So here, go ahead, put it to work.
You say muff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you officially a Moff in Canada?
I am officially a muff. It's been a long time since I've heard that word.
Yeah, well, I guess they destroyed the EU, so maybe you might have.
I mean, a quasi-space?
Yeah.
OG? Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, it's all good, man. All right, so IBU, I wanted to creep up,
Okay.
right? So let's say...
Because remember, we can add hops at the end of this for all those tropical stone fruit flavors.
And that'll still happen.
Yeah.
But I want to have the offering. So what we're talking about here is a situation where, what do these entities, like these men and women that gave their lives in this mine for this town, when they drink the darkness of this mine, is it bright?
Here's how you want to look at this.
We would think of it a certain way, but is that how they perceive it?
Say you're sitting in the mine. Do you want a cool, smooth flavor that it almost kind of feels like, a wet stone in a sense, like it's very smooth and clean? Or do you want something that is going to balance out the malts and make the beer a little more grittier, a little more pungent, so to speak?
I'm going to take this. I'm going to give them 30 to 60.
Okay.
Because it's not traditional.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's not what it is.
Right.
But it seems like we have such a cool opportunity with this one to make a lore statement about what they perceive there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To me, what this means is that someone came out. Is that someone came out of the mine, and like they might have spent a night with them.
Yeah.
Gosh, this is freaking me out.
It's cool, right?
Okay, God damn it. Now I have to be a nerd 24/7 on this fucking camera. So it's like this. Imagine being in a collapse.
Oh yeah.
like a cave-in.
Yeah.
And you're there and you're all alone. And instead of it being scary, or there's always going to be a note of that. But imagine that the others who had died there before came to comfort you in that place. And so imagine that.
Oh, God,
imagine that this person had access to what they like, to their drink down there, and they were able to get him out. And when he came out,
this was the gem that he brought out of this experience.
Exactly, right? Yeah, I think there's a lot to say. I think there's a lot to say about it. But basically, this would be, I mean, it's obviously just their perspective, but they brought something out,
right?
Story-wise.
There was something there that sparked off the cornerstone. Essentially, the celebration. They're like, oh, here's this.
Yeah, and it's like they come out and they're telling you about this. No, they're down there, but they're not sad.
No, it was almost like there was, the collapse happened and there was a lighted moss that just shone, like you're sitting there and then there's a fungi that's growing that's kind of keeping you sane.
I love it. Man, I think this is a delicious hook.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh man, look at this. 30 and 40 are battling back.
I know, but we don't lose here.
No.
Like 30 and 40, like I wanted to have the option for the brightness down there, but we can always, at the end, we can always offer the brightness without the IBU hit.
Right.
Purely the flame out.
The flame out, dry. We could be dry hopping this as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really neat ways to do that.
40, my friend.
Okay, 40. All right. So let's start talking about grains. This is great.
Yeah. What's funny is that you usually have to do some really fucked up math to get all the way back to where you need to be, SRM-wise.
Yeah.
This time, no.
Fucking easy.
This is 50.
This is great.
You're going to have to work to get it down there.
Keep telling me that.
No, you
Keep
won't.
telling me that.
No, you won't, though. Honestly, you'll be able to use the heavier gauge grains, right? Like the 120s and shit, right?
It's great. 120s, carafas, all this stuff.
Have you ever had a chance to use a 120 in a beer?
Yeah.
Which
we
one?
did it for the Groot.
Oh, that's right. The Groot is a fucking mess.
It's a nightmare, but it's great. Okay, so let's talk about our base malts. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to throw two out there. The first one is going to be a pale ale or a two-row malt, because this is the traditional stout malt.
Yeah.
But what's great, what I want to throw out, so
two-row, crisp, clean.
But this is going to be using the Copeland malts.
Oh, the local ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
So at Micro Homebrew, they have a local grain that they source from Skagit Valley.
Which is, so understand this, like we're blessed, like hashtag blessed, to be brewing in this state.
Yeah.
Because it's a wheat state and it's a hop state.
Yeah. And this
it's easy to get this stuff and get it at a high quality.
The difference was almost night and day to regular two-row.
Well, yeah, two-row is like a workhorse. It's like fine, it'll do.
Yeah.
And this two-row is like, oh shit.
Yeah, this is the flavors that came off of this two-row were extremely bright. So when we think about this, if we want to make this a bright beer, this is one really great way to go about it.
Oh yeah, just as the base, and then get to the color.
Exactly.
With a head, with a big, like a weapon.
Exactly. The other one I want to throw out is going to be Munich Malt. This is going to be more toasty and roasted and caramel in flavor. And this is going to comprise our base malt.
Dude, I'm going to have a real hard time not putting this in the game now.
I know, right?
Like that hook is so...
It's really great.
It's so tender.
But yeah, and then think about like, what did they come out with? What was the bittering, the bittering substance that they came out with that's going to drive this beer that they're making up to 40 IBUs right away? Because the flavor isn't going to add any bitterness to this.
No.
What we put on the back end is not going to add any bitterness.
It's just, what is it?
So what was this
alien
substance down there that did this person find? I love that concept.
No, I got it. You ready?
What you thinking, Biggie Smalls?
No, they're beards and hair glow.
Ha ha.
You remember that? There's that
Yeah.
beer. Who did that beer?
Rogue.
Rogue did a beer with the yeast from the brewer's beer,
Yeah.
right? But it wouldn't have been weird, like a sourdough starter.
Oh no, it's totally fine. It's a bridge I can't follow, but it's totally cool.
But a cook, like when the West was being settled,
Yeah.
a cook would have that starter.
Yeah.
They would keep a starter with them.
Yeah.
To do their work,
Absolutely.
right? So it can be, but imagine how they look when they come out.
When they emerge from
Just
a
luminous
rubble
and
boil through.
mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like that is fucking
Yeah,
sick.
it's almost like the fungi seep up from the Underdark out and into the mine.
Well, and then
these
into
are-
them.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Hey, so
These are the sprouts of everything from down below.
Copeland has taken this thing off, so
Cool.
we got it.
Okay, so we're very
It's
much
gonna be so good and so sweet,
Yeah.
but no color there. That means we get all of our color from the rest of our bill.
exactly. So the question now is: do we want to add any other? What was our EBV we were going for? 6.5.
The ABV is 6.5. Yeah.
The question is: do we want to add anything else to the base taste? This would be done
Aside
with
from just the sweet.
Yep. Aside from just the the sweet pale malt, do we want to add? Ooh, hello. Vienna malt.
Yeah.
This is going to add more of a golden color and it's going to add. It would normally add a golden color.
Yeah.
But it's going to give a more of a dried malty taste to the beer. So if we want to mute the sweetness down a little bit,
It would flatten it out a little
Yep.
bit. Okay. What's your other offer?
none. We just want to use pale.
Yeah.
And let me. And actually, a Pilsner malt.
Oh, another nice bright malt.
This is going to be nice and bright and help us amp up the AVB a little more.
All right. Let's see what you think about that. Hey, and while we're doing that, while the votes are coming in for that, take a look at a few more of these cues. Do you need more of the New Belgium?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds wonderful.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. This is dumb. Like,
Yeah, it's really great. The clarity on it's fantastic. The carbonation's wonderful.
just mastery.
Should we get a cowbell for summoning Jeff? That's a great question. Graham, that's a great question.
You know what? No, that's happening. Because he always wonders, because he always wants to ask.
Yeah.
He's always like, so like 12:15 or and there's no question. We should get a Jeff triangle. And we should just fucking ring it. And then he'll know. He will be so
A fucking triangle would be even better than a cowbell.
It would make him so happy. He'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
like a marmoset.
Yeah, the ears would poke up like.
Yeah, exactly. Like we can give him that experience. He doesn't have to wonder or worry about it.
You may like to know that as an aggregate, a grain bed cannot fissure, only vortex. I agree.
Thank you.
Thank you, Graham.
An instrument, Granal, tell me more. Tell me more about the instrument you'd like to see.
What was it?
Put the belt on, Jeff. Hee. That's a little... Giga Solidia, thank you so much. You always have such great advice on these streams. It's really, really nice to have you in the channel.
Essay said, what beer would be a smooth hopperator? And would you sing it?
Well, I was just going to say, I'm saying Granal, I mean, obviously we can get the triangle going here.
Oh, yeah.
But the truth is that as soon as I start tapping into this, the urge to play a ukulele is incredibly strong. In fact, I wrote a new song. I wrote a new song for the stream.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
No, you haven't heard it.
Oh, I haven't heard the lyrics. I've heard the
Here, I'll send it to you in a text. It is bunks. Yes. It's bunks.
The music was fantastic.
Euchre Riot. No,
What?
I'm gonna make it happen, dude. I'm gonna make it happen. I'll just make sure I have that ukulele next time. Just what I should do is I should make up a little question, like a little poll song. We just hit the poll, and then I just bump it.
Yeah.
I get crazy.
Done. Sold.
All right, let's do it. So what are we thinking here? No,
I think it's gonna be pills.
They want the pills. Yeah. The pills. What's so funny is we're gonna make a 50 fucking SRM style.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fucking rad as hell.
But it's all 2-row and pills as a base. So how are you gonna drop the fucking hammer on this thing, man?
Okay, so we have a couple ways to do this. Typically, you could easily do it with a black malt. Now,
Oh yeah.
the hard part about this is going to give us, we have to use it sparingly because one, it's 680 SRM.
Really?
Yeah, anywhere from 500 to 680.
Jesus.
But what it's going to do is going to give us roasted flavors, but if we use too much, it goes into the burnt characteristics.
Exactly, and that would be my fear with black malt.
Yep. So, but that is one option. The second is going to be straight chocolate malt. This is going to give us, it's 450, it can be anywhere from 350 to 450 on the SRM. And it's going to give us beautiful chocolate flavors.
Yeah.
And the color we're looking for. Remember, with stouts, you don't actually have to add a ton of grains to these.
No. They're actually very, very simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the addition of a few specialty malts.
Yep.
That makes them look like the style that we know, right?
Yep. Now.
So we're gonna start. I'm just gonna give them black malt and chocolate for now.
Yeah.
And
I have something else we can throw in here.
Let's see where it is. Well, because if I know you, and I do, quite well, after doing this show with you for about a year, my suspicion is that there's gonna be another grain pass.
Yes.
Right. The main thing. So does chocolate malt must come in gauges like SRM thresholds, just like Carapils and the rest of them? Or no?
It actually, the way that the color is
It's
gauged
standard?
is based on the region. So a U.S. chocolate malt is about U.S. chocolate malt is about 350 SRM, and a U.K. chocolate malt is about 450.
That actually explains a lot.
Pretty interesting, right?
Well, absolutely. That's really, really cool.
Yep.
What the hell is Carafoam? I have never even heard of Carafoam.
It significantly increases foam and head retention and adds body to the beer. It's basically Carapils and dextrin.
Oh, okay. It's a treated malt.
Yep.
See, now we don't need to use Carafoam on this stream, and we know why.
There's a specific reason.
It's because we sing to the grains and we also rub the grain cage, like so. Now, listen to this. Do you recall Acquisitions Intoxicated brewmaster Eric Benson?
Probably not.
Why we sing to the grains and rub the cage?
There
What's
are
the first
many
reason?
reasons. Rich, foamy head.
Yeah.
Full
Yeah. Head retention.
Head retention.
What's the second one?
Mouth.
Creamy mouthfeel.
Creamy mouthfeel.
That's it. So, lesser breweries, do they resort to treated malts? Yeah.
Yeah. Do they sing? Probably not often.
Yeah. Is it sad?
Yeah.
Do they exist in a state of dilapidation?
We're actually opening up a grain singing service where we will come to your brewery for a specific price and sing to your malts.
Hit my hotline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll sing to that shit.
Yeah.
I'll put a hand right on that fermenter. I don't give a fuck.
All right. So it looks like chocolate malt's going to take this one, right?
Yeah. So you're saying a U.S. chocolate malt, the type you're going to get from the homebrew shop, is going to be about 350.
About 350.
Right here. So if you want to see some fun.
Yeah. Let's bring it down. So if you look at this is without any chocolate malt in it. Right now we're at about 3.9 on the SRM scale. We're trying to get to 50.
I was going to say we're looking like this is a very Evelyn type of beer right now.
So if we put in a quarter of a pound, it brings us to 17, and it's already dramatically changed that. Look at the change in that color from ghost white to a dark amber.
Pound. Yeah.
Half a pound, you're looking very stouty. So let's leave it here at a half a pound for right now.
Yeah, because my suspicion is that you don't want that chocolate malt to take over.
It doesn't have to.
Right?
And you know what? Let's go read the profile. This is a fun thing to do. Go back and read the profile, and remember, it's going to be very sweet with roasted grains, and have coffee or chocolate notes, or a mix of both.
Exactly.
Right?
This is, I don't know. I am super cranked. I'm cranked about the lore on this one, and I'm cranked about the profile.
So the next, what we can add now is going to be, do we want more chocolate flavor? Do we want to add a carafa, which is also going to be dark? It's going to bring out the malt aromas. It's going to darken the beer, and it's going to add some caramel to that flavor as well. So it'll be chocolate and caramel instead of just caramel.
Yeah, dark chocolate and caramel. I think I know where this one might be going. That sounds pretty good.
Do we want to add roasted barley?
Ooh.
Right? This is where we're going to get our coffee flavor from if we want to add some roasted barley. We're not going to add too much, but it also gives us a great color as well. You can add molasses. That will come after.
Yeah, that's later.
But that's one of the things you can add to this.
All right, so take a look at that here. Want to feast on a cue or two?
Mm-hmm. Are you planning on publishing these recipes when you get enough of them? I would pay real, actual money for them. Theolin? Yeah.
Well, no, we have.
Yeah, that's the fantasy we've talked about.
I definitely think that it's incumbent on us to make the recipes because we all made them.
Yeah.
I think that they have to be available for free, but
Absolutely.
I don't think that precludes us making a book.
No, I think a book would be really neat because, we could have art, we could have the recipe, the lore. Stories that kind of protrude, like especially with this one. There's something we can write for each one of those.
They all have a great story.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the cool things that we do on the show.
Yeah. Make a Jack Lemon beer and name it the Walter Matthau Select.
Listen, we actually learned something last weekend when we were doing our C-Team writing walk, which always starts at Lucky Envelope. If you're ever in town or you're in town for PAX West, you got to come see it. Lucky Envelope. It's going to be a 15-minute lift north of downtown. If you're staying down there, get a load of this. We had never heard of it, but there is a hop called Lemon Drop.
Oh, yeah.
And it offers, in hop form, the actual juicy taste of a lemon candy, along with a little bit of the lemon oil and rind. Like, it is amazing. I cannot wait to use that thing.
Right.
This is not the right time. We don't want coffee chocolate and then, that type of...
Right.
That's not what we want. You want to grab another one?
Graham, would you try distilling one or more of your recipes? Do you have my cell phone tapped or something? Yes, we possibly may be doing that next week.
No, in fact, there's a dude, I've mentioned him before, when I'm out walking my dog, Mr. Bennett, for you Austin fans out there, there's an old dude who walks 3 dogs. He's got 2 crutches, and he was walking 3 dogs, and it's a real effort. But, he puts his best foot forward.
Yeah.
And he has a still. And he keeps asking me when I'm going to bring him wort for him to distill. And I feel like there is an opportunity there for us to actually move into that spirits range. My fantasy is 18. If you're a fan of the A games at all at the shows.
I think 18 needs to be a
18
spirit.
should be a spirit, a whiskey, I think. But yeah, let's do it.
So, I think roasted barley.
Roasted barley, oof. Oof a doof.
Check this out. So, we are going to put some roasted barley in here. So, right now, with any roasted barley, you can see the color up there on the screen. This is what's going to happen. We're at 26 IBUs. If we add a quarter of a pound, we're up to 33.
SRM?
Yeah, SRM, excuse me. If we add another quarter of a pound, we're at 40. So here's the question. Do we want it to be more roasted or chocolatey in flavor?
Yeah, here.
More coffee or more chocolate? That's going to determine what we pick next, or which one we boost.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's such a... letter of intent is such a... It's such a simple build,
but the
it's
smells
such
coming
a good
off it,
aroma. All right. So take a look at that, chat.
Yeah, this is a super interesting way to dial in flavor. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
because we don't need much for a stout. You don't have to add a ton of grains for a stout.
We can just lever it a little bit. But I think this is going to be a really, really solid one.
Yeah.
We got to hit that hop. We don't have an unlimited amount of time
we
here.
got it. Yeah, we've been talking and talking.
Yeah, which is a cool concept.
I know, it's rad, right?
I'm also very, very excited about the Exceed rematch.
Oh, you are so going down.
I
don't even care. Like
there's a historical precedent.
Yeah, that you
like we
crap out of
specifically want to do a battle. We want to rematch what we played at Lucky Envelope.
Oh, it was so good.
So now we're that motherfucker. Like
Yeah.
now we're bringing these cards with us everywhere.
And even the bartenders were like, "Oh, so you're playing a game? Was it fun?" They're like, "Yeah, it was amazing." Like, we want to play too.
It's really, really great.
Yeah.
It's who we are. Now, they want chocolate. So
All right.
Give them chocolate.
So check it out. With the chocolate, we're going to raise this up to a pound, and we're at right around 53 on the SRM.
No beeps from
It
you.
was so close.
I just complimented your delicious aroma. Why would you do me like this?
Why would you do me like that?
All right, so we need to move into the hop zone.
Yep. So first one we're going to go with is Cascade. This is going to be, for our bittering hop, this is going to be spicy floral with grapefruit characters.
This is Cascade?
Yep. Ooh.
Okay, like it?
The next, ooh, we haven't used this yet. Bravo. This is a super bittering hop. The alphas are
Bravo. Oh, yeah.
15.5% on average, and this is all fruity and floral. It's not going to be spicy at all like the Cascade will be.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
This is cool, okay.
Yeah, exactly right, Graham. We're just trying to set the stage, IBU wise, to come in at the end.
Yep.
And really make a fruit statement. What's up, Talp? How you doing, man? Yeah. So the bittering, just to establish this part of it, right? This is the hop that's going to be in there basically the whole time.
Yep.
Right, and so its effect on the wort is going to be very different from what we add at the end.
Yep, absolutely.
Like its presence is going to be very different. Top, we have got something really, really cool here. We don't have the name for it yet, but the hook is that it's for the Last Stones Day Festival in Red Larch. And so those who have given their lives in the mine have discovered a way to drink the darkness of that place. And someone was able to escape a cave-in, and they brought this knowledge out.
Yeah.
And it's one of the foundational aspects of the festival.
And what's really fun about this, now that I think about it, it's the light they found in the darkness, right? And that's the tropical notes, that whatever they found.
It's going to be so bonks, man. All right, so it's Bravo. Let's
All
just
right.
accept it.
And we were going with what for the bittering? 40 IBUs?
I can pull up my note. Yes, IBU 40.
All right.
That great band.
Yep. IBU, yeah.
IBU 40.
IBU 40. Awesome.
Everybody loves that
Jesus.
band.
All right. So first of our flavoring and aroma hops, hands down El Dorado.
Yeah.
You know that. You know this.
Yeah.
You know the. Next, here are some other fun ones that we can play around with.
Yeah, big fruit. That's all we're looking for.
Yeah, 100%. I'm throwing a lemon drop out there. it's all going to be super fruity. Lemon, like a lemon drop coffee. Like, you know how in an espresso where you put the lemon
The
peel?
citrus note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be really, really neat.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As long as it's not the bittering hop.
Yep. No,
Right.
this is aroma. It's
Yeah.
all aroma. And Hallertau Blanc, which is another favorite.
Oh.
This is going to give us floral notes, but it's primarily fruity with passion fruit, grapefruit, pineapple, grape, lemongrass. It's
Yeah, floral and tropical fruits. All right. Let's push that thing out there. Got any more cues on your slate? Let's hook it up.
Is there a berry stout? Yes, there are tons of berry stouts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's very common. Blackberry stout is normal.
SA says, I keep designing non-Druid EPA members. Can they all have beers one day?
Do you see Lydia is dropping insane knowledge.
What'd you say?
Like
What'd you say?
6 science.
Yeah.
Like a whole paragraph breakdown of what El Dorado offers.
Yeah. That's great.
Like plum or nectarine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's definitely. I would say that El Dorado moves in a big peach.
Yep.
When we say stone fruits, that's the type of thing we're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. There's definitely a Hallertau Blanc contingent.
Hey, there's nothing saying we don't put another hop into this.
It's true. But right now we got that Dorade.
So the question is, do we want to add more hops to this for aroma or stick with what we have?
Oh, look at this. This is like a 70s album cover. Like, I'm actually like my
Yeah, your
my
jaw
reflection-
is in the
no, my,
is in the step
my reflection
filter?
is like in the wart. It's like
This is the time
I'm like looking up
to
and it's just-
remember,
it's like
because that will not last forever.
all right. So we got a good thing going here.
Okay.
We got stone fruit is all we need. I think we need to we got to hit up the yeast and the
Yep.
name.
Add that yeast. So we're going to go with a classic. Well, there's 2 that we'll use. First will be the British Ale Yeast, which is going to
which
give
is-
us fruity,
Which is
tart,
what you
dry, and crisp.
which is what you make stouts with.
Yep.
Basically, right? British Ale Yeast, a classic.
Yep, classic, fruity, tart, dry, crisp finish.
Now, do we want? Are you? I think I might know what the other one you're going to consider.
American Ale?
No,
What? What are you thinking?
darkness.
The darkness! I don't, oh yeah, Imperial, there we go.
Right.
Right, this is, oh God,
listen
I
to
can't
the rhythm
remember the
behind.
flavor notes for the darkness, but let me pull them up from the interwebs.
That's Webb.
The darkness, yeast. There we go.
Yeah, from our friends at Imperial. So what's cool about Imperial is that they deliver their yeasts in cans.
They actually switched. They
Did they?
just switched to
Oh, that was such a cool-
smack packs, yeah.
That was such a cool model.
Oh, do they not have the darkness anymore?
There you go.
Where? Ooh. Oh, yeah, there we go. A beautiful strain for stout, porter, brown, and amber ales. Darkness produces a unique character that matches closely with roasted and caramel malts. My friend, congratulations. You just nailed a yeast strain. Like, right, you just pulled it out of the ether.
And it's also called darkness.
Yeah.
Now, it's going to be a rough ride. Obviously, British Ale Yeast is going to emphasize the
Crispness,
crispness
Yep.
and the fruit aspects. Darkness is not going to get in the way, but what it's going to do is support the bill.
yeah, well, it's going to support the coffee and chocolate flavors that we have
Exactly.
in there and add some caramel notes to it.
Exactly. Getting more of those cues? Now that we use the poll time to do cues,
Yeah.
like we're actually chewing them up.
Yeah. If you don't have any lagering or any equipment for lagering, what solutions would you propose? So you can get.
You mean for temperature control? Is
Yeah.
that what you mean? Okay.
There's a couple things you can do. I mean, there's yeast, there's lager yeast that can ferment at higher temperatures. White Labs makes a lot of them. So that's the first way you can go. It makes more of a steam beer, but that's one way you can get some of those flavor notes.
Yeah.
Other than that, the easy way to get into lagering is you can get a Keyser from Walmart for $150
Yeah, no,
at most.
it's true. Like what you're talking about there is just a piece of specialized equipment,
Yep.
like a mini fridge type situation that you can manipulate the temperature.
Yep, and
on.
just throw it right in. If you go to Northern Brewer or any of your local homebrew shops, they'll have a device, if you have a fridge that you can use.
Yeah.
It's a device that you plug into the fridge, and you can literally go degree by degree and change the temperature of your own regular refrigerator.
It's true. Hey, Cookie Mom wants to know if the Treble's preparing letter of intent representative of the actual situation between Omin and Evelyn. Now, what I would say is that I really like that read. Right now, no letter has been returned.
Whoa!
So
damn!
This is romance in the age of letters. It's a very, very time-intensive process.
Do you have like a anxiety that like she's not sending you anything back yet?
None of this is true or real, and I still have the anxiety.
Yeah.
Now, next up, we need a name.
Yep.
We got to have a name for this Last Stone's Day beverage. What do we got? Last Stout's Day. Oh, Claire.
Oh, spiritual darkness, spirit of the mind. Ha! Dark foundations. What? This is great. Dark stone, heart of the mind. Yes. Tears of the last stone. Jesus. Deep well. Black horse. Drink with dead.
Black horse.
Yeah, interesting, right? Or Black Rider. The guiding star.
Oh.
Yeah. The mind's eye.
There's some good stuff in here.
Corner stout. Pick and shovel. A bit of darkness. God, they're really.
What does it mean?
Ooh, lamp oil.
What is here?
Lamp oil.
Find out what black horse is.
What do you mean?
But apparently it's a mining term.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just thinking about like one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Black horse mining term. Okay.
I love this stuff. And this one, Devendra, we're deriving our stone fruit flavors directly from the El Dorado hop addition at the end.
I got black damp. Black damp is a term generally applied to carbon dioxide.
Ah, there we go.
Which makes sense if it was called Black Horse, it would be the carbon dioxide would be riding in.
Canary. Cold comfort.
Oh, that's great. Liquid darkness. Brought to light. What? Jeez.
All right. Take a look.
Oh yeah, because this is a red large for the whole town.
Yeah, take a look. Take a look. Take a look at these gathered throng. See if one of these doesn't treat you right. Man, I really like this one.
I know it's good, right?
This is gonna be
great.
special. This is going to be a really special one. It really makes me, especially since, so you should know, gathered throng, tomorrow. Oh, look at this, a black horse. Term used by corpsmen to denote a dark biotite gneiss in contact with the granite. Nice.
Oh, interesting.
So what we, now that the team is left Promise and are returning home, they're returning home just in time for the preparations of Last Stone's Day. So this is actually a very appropriate
definitely.
a very appropriate thing to approach them with.
Yep.
Yeah, cold comfort might be good for whiskey. Rip,
Yeah.
I like it. Ah, A+. Last Stout's Day. Smooth. Very smooth. Yeah, Kelp, we have to keep Cthulhu away from the cornerstones. Last time he tried to use Tentacular Spectacular to serve multiple tables at once.
Right?
With lethal, razor-sharp tendrils.
Ooh,
Anything else on there?
Could you grill stone fruits and add it to this? That's interesting.
Or eat it with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like just a company? That would be fascinating.
I like it. Yeah, but this is a natural progression. By the end of summer, you guys will be moonshiners. And basically the way that it's gonna work is, I mean, you told me that out in New York you had a friend where it's a pretty common practice between distillers and brewers.
Yeah,
If a batch goes goofy on the brewing side, it can be made into spirits easy.
Yeah, so my buddy John opened up the Albany Distilling Company.
Yeah.
And he actually was in my D&D group. And what they did was when they started it, their distillery was joined to one of the local breweries in town. So if there was a bad batch at the brewery,
it was synonymous.
They would just take the wort and distill it.
Kick ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a request. To break down that big old list and give you a top 2.
Ooh, cold
I have done so. Never let it be said that I don't operate in a service-oriented capacity.
Good Lord, Cold Comfort is right.
But Nevermore says, hey, what about a mead this year?
We have one fermenting.
Yeah, there's actually one downstairs right now. And indeed, our very, very thoroughly witchy friend, Holly Conrad, was actually here on the show and made that with us. She was here with Jessica Marzipan.
Yep.
We had a very, very good time.
That was a great day. That was a good day.
Yeah, that was a positive experience, I think, for all involved. Yeah. And then we role played for a couple hours.
It's amazing.
Did a heist.
It's amazing. The liquor board.
It was good ass times. Yeah, the liquor board. Exactly right. Oh, Lestat. Listen, we tapped Long Rest.
Oh yeah.
Last week.
Oh God, it was so good.
It was like 12. It was evil.
12. Yeah, it was.
It was like a beer, but also a wine. It was bad.
That was
news.
a fantastic Belgian triple.
And Totes Colin, we did a lavender coffee stout for that was her dark contract.
That was
the original dark contract. Oh, what about letting this ferment in a stone carboy?
If we could find a stone carboy that would not.
The missing factor here is really going to be how we incorporate the rest of it, right? Well, how we incorporate the minerality. To it.
Absolutely.
And so up to and including literally just having it in the fermenter while it works.
Yeah, we can throw minerals in that will boost the hop flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And
to accentuate the sharpness.
Fruit. Yeah,
I love it. Well, hey, Gathered Throng. Cold Comfort it is.
It is.
Cold motherfucking Comfort.
That's great. Actually, that's a really good name.
It's gonna be sick. I can't wait to put this thing to work in the campaign.
Man.
Hey, we did something really cool today. Congratulate yourselves. Excellent work.